everybody, and welcome back. I'm Eric for President, and you know the drill. Your one-stop shop for 5 VR stories you missed over the past couple of days. CES 2020 just ended, so you know we got some fun new tech to talk about because I love my toys. Some quick fixes for the Oculus Link that many of you are having problems with. I'll save you the time to fix that, along with when I think the Oculus 2.0 successor could be coming based on some new info with the Snapdragon XR2 processor, and of course, even more. But first, let's talk about a few things in VR making me happy. Congrats to Alchemy Labs as Job Simulator passed over 1 million sold units, the second VR title to do so after Beat Saber. Congrats and well deserved. For a quick chuckle, the VRgineers behind the X-Stall headset may want to sound out their name next time because all I see is VRgineers. Sometimes you gotta laugh though to keep from crying. And finally, in a YouTube video titled Blind Guy Gives His Girlfriend the Best Christmas Present Ever, it will hit you in the feels and show you how everyone, no matter what challenges you face, that VR can help you explore any reality out there. Please give this a watch, and Ross, you are 100% the VR badass of the day. Quick housekeeping item, of course, the Oculus Quest headset giveaway number 4 is live. I'm a glutton for punishment. The link for that will be in the pinned comment along with all timestamps for the stories in this. Guys, if you could do me a huge favor, and yes, I know, it kind of limits your odds in the competition, but like, share, watch the videos. It gets this channel out there, and the larger this channel gets, the more headsets I can keep giving away, because it does come out of my own wallet, and I want to keep giving VR to the people, because expanding the possible realities that you all get to view is my #1 goal for the channel. So thank you all for the support. Congrats Nick Sanders for winning the last one. He did reach out to me. And with that being said, leave a like to support this video, and let's get into the VR news. Cheers. So in super quickie news, because again, who doesn't love a quickie, as we all do, let's talk about the Oculus Link, because a lot of you are getting it now and it's causing a lot of issues, as any beta program does, but I'll give you the quick fix that is solving most issues. That way you don't have to research it. Let's jump into it. I know many believe that the Oculus Quest is meant for completely standalone play and that the Oculus Link defeats that purpose, but I believe it's a perfectly complementary and super value added perk that should be taken advantage of. Something Oculus is working on but not active right now is how Oculus software is updating. There hasn't been technically an update since 12.1 for the Oculus Quest, but the PC Oculus software recently got a public test channel update, and due to updates for the PC software and Quest not coming out in sync, this is causing many of the issues out there. If your Oculus Link isn't working, try this to fix it, as it is a catch-all for the most part. Go into the setting tabs of your PC Oculus program, click on the beta tab, and opt out of the public test channel. This will immediately prompt the Oculus software to download the official version 12 software and install it, which will re-enable the link. If this doesn't work on the first go pass, make sure to restart your Oculus Quest and it should work there. Also, if you're getting the common problem of the 3 dots on the screen when you try to connect with the Oculus Link, well, make sure to just hit deny instead of accept, and a second prompt should come up at this point that will allow permissions for the Oculus Quest headset. Hit accept there, and now another Oculus Link prompt should come up. Hit yes, and you should be good there. This should save you tons of hours in troubleshooting. I hope it worked, and let me know if these tech tips help you down in the comments. In our first news segment from CES 2020, we did get new news on the Snapdragon XR2 processor, and I think I read through the lines here and have opinions on when I think there may be an Oculus Quest S version coming, but again, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Qualcomm announced the Snapdragon XR2 5G, its latest chipset platform with VR dedication in mind. It aims at higher VR specs, including 3K by 3K display at 90 Hz, 5G integration, accelerated AI processing, and up to 7 simultaneous camera feeds. Currently, the Oculus Quest houses the much less powerful Snapdragon 835, and this new chipset seems like outstanding must-have candidates for the Oculus Quest 2.0. This brings us to CES 2020 and Qualcomm's head of XR, Hugo Swart, saying that the company's mobile Snapdragon processors are in more than 30 mobile XR devices, but most noteworthy, they mentioned news on the XR2 ready to hit the market in second half of 2020. If I had to make 2 opinions on this, which is exactly what I'm gonna do because it's YouTube after all, the first headsets we will see the XR2 chip in will most likely be AR glasses, as it seems the obvious choice since Qualcomm has a partnership with the creators of Pokemon Go and the integration into AR glasses. However, my second opinion, and I do want to preface this by saying your Oculus Quest you have right now or the one you're ordering very soon is not going to become obsolete anytime soon, so take this with a grain of salt, it's just my thought. But seeing how the Snapdragon XR2 processor is coming out in mid-2020, I think in 2021, either the end of it or early 2022, we are going to see an Oculus Quest S, kind of what they do with Apple products, an upgraded version with a better processor, because I don't see a next-gen Oculus Quest coming anytime soon, and I think Facebook and Oculus are going to want a placeholder in the middle ground between when a Gen 2 Oculus Quest actually comes. That's just my opinion though. I really want to hear your thoughts on that down in the comment. Do you take anything from Snapdragon XR2 processors coming in 2020? Do you think this is a precursor? Let me know your impressions down in the comments. Now CES is always a blast because you see all these cool toys that are coming, and I love my gadgets, and there's a prototype haptic device that lets you feel heat and cold in VR, and I think it's a precursor to something much bigger. Let's get into it. At CES 2020 this week, Tegway showed off its latest tech, which is a prototype for a haptic VR accessory. The prototype consists of 5 parts, 2 gloves, 2 sleeves, and a forehead mounted unit, which brings temperature fluctuations to your face, all cable free, which is perfect to me for VR, and powered by small integrated batteries. Demoed at CES and reported on by Ben Lang of Road to VR, a functional demo has him having fireballs and snowballs thrown at him. Depending on what hit him, he could feel the heat or cold directly on impact, thanks to the forehead mounted unit. In fact, latency was low enough with temperatures that fluctuations also provided haptic responses, and his report was pretty positive on the potential for the gloves. In fact, Mike from Virtual Reality Oasis was able to test super early prototypes of the sensors a little while back, and his experience was similar to Ben Lang's. The cold touch felt like holding an ice cube, while the heat sensation was borderline so intense as to cause potential pain. Tegway says ThermoReal will not cause any harm and only goes a few Celsius above body temperature, but both users' experiences cause some concern. Tegway plans to launch its first development kit in March. The kit includes gloves, sleeves, and forehead module. The company is targeting a $1,000 price point for the dev kit. Now, 2 opinions on this. This is of course a prototype and a concept piece, and I think it's mostly going to be used for enterprise uses, business uses, and other things like that, and maybe for the hardcore VR enthusiasts, but of course this is not going to be something any of us are typically going to use day to day. But what I take most from this type of product, and I'll get into this in the next story as well, is that these products are a precursor to what may come. Now, we all want that full dive VR. I want my Sword Art Online. I want to be in VR fully. And maybe down the line, and when I say down the line, I mean very far in the future. I'm an optimist at heart. You all know this on my channel, and I'm giddy excitement of what it could be. But what if they could make a full shirt like this or full pants like this, or have these sensors on them, and with the heat, cold and heat, providing also haptic feedback, is this the full dive VR suit that it could be? I don't know. I'm very interested to see how this plays out, and I'll definitely be paying attention to reviews on this product, because if I can score my hands on it, I really want to try it. If you like this piece of tech though, let me know your thoughts down in the comment, and if you like tech pieces, let me know, because I love talking VR tech and toys, and would love to talk about more. Let me know down in the comments. Good news, everybody. We have Panasonic VR glasses to talk about, because like the last piece of tech, it's fun to talk about them, but again, they're a precursor to the way VR should go. Let's talk about it. Panasonic's 3 Degrees of Freedom headset, shown at CES 2020, is hands down the most interesting VR and AR product shown to me at the event. You'll notice Panasonic took notes from Futurama and Professor Farnsworth with its semi-steampunk design, but notably small design. The headset takes advantage of OLED microdisplays, which are significantly smaller than regular panels, allowing the compact headset. All specs I'm about to discuss are subject to change and up for interpretation, since nothing was fully given. Being called by Panasonic a simply ultra-high definition display, the resolution should be roughly 3840 by 2160, not known if a dual or single display panel, but it is HDR, which allows a greater range of colors and luminance. Audio is provided by earbuds, and although no firm confirmations, the weight of this headset is about the 1/4 of the Quest, but with a very limited field of view, with reports around 70. There are 6 Degrees of Freedom rumors in the works, and that may increase weight, but in reality this looks like a media consumption device rather than full VR standalone device. So clearly that was a big info dump of info about the Panasonic VR glasses that is all subject to change as we learn more about it. But just like the last piece of tech, it's fun to talk about and also proves a point of where VR is going. This is what other VR manufacturers should focus on, creating a unit as small as possible. If you want to get VR to the masses, minimalism will be king. I want to see how this plays out. I hope to hear some hands-on use, because if this works and works very well, it'll be very interesting to see how small future VR devices are, and I'm very excited about that, because the smaller the better in my mind. Let me know your thoughts on this though down in the comments. And finally, something that I've been getting a lot of questions on, I want to hit my last time I'm ever going to talk about these, but you all have asked, and I'll deliver. These bad boys, the Valve Index controllers. I have gone through 3 RMAs. Anyone who follows me on Twitter knows that I have a bad history with these. And a lot of people still want to ask me, are they worth it? Is the quality getting better? Is the process getting better? I'll say this, yes and no. The RMA process, the process in which returning defective Valve units, defective Valve products, anything you need on Steam to get this fixed, is absolutely getting better. I will say, however, my 3rd index controller, this is the left one, still feels off on the thumbstick. I am finding in Pavlov specifically, I need to touch down quite a bit to get a run going, which concerns me already. So I'm going to say this, for those wanting the Valve Index controllers, if you're going to be playing, say, non-multiplayer games, games that won't use the thumbstick too much on the pressing down, and just a casual type game, they're fine, they're good. If you're playing very competitively in games like Pavlov and things like that, where Pavlov specifically, you're gonna be using your thumbstick basically 24/7 and gnawing down on this in a firefight. I think they're gonna break fairly often. I see it all over the place on Reddit. I have numerous friends who all have the same problem. The left thumbstick breaking is what I have. So ultimately, if you want my advice, if you want these, get them. Just have an expectation that likely if you bear down on the triggers too much, if you bear down on the thumbsticks too much, you're likely to run into problems in the future, in my experience and many of my friends. But I still love them to death. As big a pain as these are, as much as they break, I love them, I love them, I love them. With that being said, that is the end of today's episode. Please leave a like to support this video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss an upload. Join the spaceship on Patreon. Everything on there is reinvested right back to you guys. And please share this video out there. That way we can keep up with these giveaways. I'm Eric for President. I will see you on the next one, VR Space Cowboys. Cheers. Bang.